Next two items then, traffic and follow-up. Let's cover these separately. So, you've now got your lead magnet, and people get access to your lead magnet via the landing page. The thing that's missing is traffic. Without, we build websites for people, and people think they build it and people will just turn up and land on a website. And it's like, that's not how it works. It's like buying a Ferrari and, putting a cover on it and then locking it in a garage inside your house and putting big fences around it, and it's within a big warehouse. No one can see it, right? It doesn't exist. That's pretty much most people's websites. You got to actually drive traffic to your website. And if you've got a landing page, you got to drive traffic to the landing page. Now, as we said before, there's two types of traffic. There's paid for traffic and there's organic traffic. Now, to begin with, you want to be sending organic traffic to the landing pages, not paid for advertising. Depends how desperate you are and how quick you are that you need to actually make a return on investment. But one of the really good things about sending organic traffic is that you can test different landing pages and it doesn't cost you a penny. Now, you would get faster results, like you would know which landing pages work better if you actually paid for Facebook ads and you drove it to 5 different landing pages, all with different images and different headlines. It's the same download, but you're just testing which landing page is going to work better. But if you're a little bit tight and you just want to, run through this at a slower pace, then you can just send organic traffic. Now, we believe that you should be sending organic traffic for just a month. And then after the first month, then you might want to look at Facebook ads, because now you've got a little bit of data that you can actually work with, which is a better landing page and so on. And then you can run some Facebook ads. And even when you start running Facebook ads, you're not doing £100 a day. That's £3,000 a month. Just run £5 a day. And we can help you set all of that up. But you've got to start driving traffic to the landing page. And unfortunately, most people, they don't drive any traffic. And the traffic that they do drive, they end up sending it just to the bloody homepage. And so I remember doing some research on solicitors in Leeds, and they were running Facebook ads for various keywords. Sorry, they were running Google ads for various keywords. So divorce lawyer leads, family law leads, property conveyancer leads. And we were running tests to see where people were driving that advert to. And I'd say 99% of people were literally just driving all traffic to their homepage, which is crazy. They should have a landing page. Are you going through family separation? Do you need download our top 5 tips to deal with this, right? Are you buying a property? 3 things you must know before you hire your next solicitor, your conveyancer. If you had that and on a landing page, those people would download it and then they get a follow-up call. Hey, Bob, I noticed you downloaded that. Are you completing on a house? Do you want to pop into the office, have a coffee? That's it. That's as simple as it gets. That's a wonderful way of doing it. That's what you should be doing. You should be driving traffic through to the landing pages. Most people don't do it. They just drive it to the homepage and they go, oh, well, if people want it, people will want it. It's that's not how it works. I wish it was how it worked, but it's not how it works. You've got to drive specific traffic to a specific landing page. Give you an example. When we do our everything you want to know about Facebook ads, our free guide, when we post out specific content on social media, it says, download our free guide, everything you want to know about Facebook ads. It's got an image and it's got a link. So then if you want to run Facebook ads, guess what people do? They click the link, they land on the landing page. The landing page also says, download our free guide, everything you want to know about Facebook ads. So they've come from a bit of social media that says just that. They land on a landing page that says just that. They know why they're clicking. We know why they're clicking because they're interested in Facebook ads. So when they fill in the form, they go to our thank you page, and a thank you page that we have actually, it says, thank you. It says, now book a strategy call. And then below that, it says, now come and join our Facebook group. So hopefully they book a strategy call, which is the whole point. But if not, they're going to the Facebook group. But everybody knows why they clicked that link. It's not a surprise later on further down the line. We don't send them to the homepage. They want the Facebook ads guide. They get the Facebook ads guide. Then they get an opportunity to talk about Facebook ads. Everybody knows what that is. So the traffic that you're sending to the relevant landing page has to be relevant. I'll say that again. Relevant traffic to a relevant landing page with a relevant download. There's no point in me sending someone who's interested about Facebook ads to a landing page that talks about Google ads, right? That's a different thing entirely. I know it's advertising and it's paid for advertising, but it's a different thing, okay? So you've got to make sure that whatever traffic you're creating is relevant for the landing page, which is relevant for the download, and so on and so forth. So you want to be running organic traffic to begin with for like the first month, and then maybe you want to run some Facebook ads, but it depends on what the product is. You might want to go straight to Facebook ads because you want to get this done as fast as you can. One of the beauties of Facebook ads is that you sign up, and as long as everything's in place, which invariably it never is, by the way, the landing page is in place, your lead magnet is in place, you can make a decision today to run some Facebook ads. If you're coming through us with some things that we need to do to get you set up, to authorize the domain name, to connect up for Facebook ads, sort the pixel out. So it takes a few days, right? But generally, the turnaround on that, as soon as you start running Facebook ads, you can start generating leads, like literally within a few days, once all the gubbins have been sorted out to actually set this up. So one of the beauties of Facebook and Google and YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn advertising is that it's really fast to get a result. It might not be the right result, but it's a result. And if it's not the right result, something's not working somewhere. Is it the advert? Is it the landing page? Is it the lead magnet? Is it the follow-up? And so you can deep dive into each of those items and begin to improve each one of those. Let's talk about follow-up as well. So we talked about traffic and the how useful it is to send relevant traffic to the relevant landing pages. But also, one of the other aspects here, and we kind of talked about it a little bit before, is the follow-up is probably one of the most important aspects here. And as we say, we're not necessarily looking for clients today, but we're looking for clients 12 months, 18 months, maybe 6 months, 3 months down the line. People who are just investigating where they want to go, who they want to use. You know, we don't mind if people go, Dan, we want to sign up today. Brilliant. Actually, Dan, we're just going to do our research, then we're going to come back to you in 3 weeks. Wonderful. Not a problem. Dan, we're going to come back to you in 6 months. That's when we think we're going to do it. We've got all this stuff over here we want to get done, and then we want to run Facebook ads. Brilliant. That's why we do it. But if they say we're going to come back in 6 months, do you think we're going to put a follow-up email in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months? Of course we are. And actually, the way that we set this up is we actually have it depends actually. When a client signs up, we usually give them 4 email follow-up sequences, which is basically someone who's gone on a landing page and downloaded the lead magnet, they now get an email. And then a couple of weeks later, they'll get another email. And a couple of weeks later, they'll get another email. And usually we give 4. So when we do this for people, we've got a product that's just creating funnels and landing pages and the whole email sequence and the lead magnets for people. And then we've got a product where it's websites, and that's included on the website as well. But invariably, we want to include some follow-up sequences because, you know, we want the client to get a result. Now, there's 2 types of follow-up. There's automated and there's non-automated. Obviously, you want some automated follow-ups because you want to remind people that you still exist. But also, I mean, I sent a couple out yesterday, people who've interacted with our content in some way on email. I use ActiveCampaign, and in the top right-hand side, it tells me people who've clicked the link or people who've subscribed. And invariably, I will just drop them a message. Hey, Bob, it's Dan. I noticed you looked at the website page. Is that something you want to jump on a call with? And they might go, yeah, in a week. And I go, okay, let's schedule a call in a week then. Now we're getting calls scheduled. And so you've got to be following up because we know that most sales come from a follow-up. Like, is it 60 or 70% of sales come from the 8th or 9th follow-up? Notice I didn't say 100% of the sales. Some sales don't come until the 28th follow-up. So the question is, what's your 28th follow-up? Well, I don't send emails for that long, Dan. Well, that's why you're not successful in sales. You've got to be following up. One of the guys I love, to some extent, one of the guys that does it really well is obviously Grant Cardone. Constant following up. You know, he does like 40 million a year in sales on his sales training. Do you have any idea how difficult that is to sell sales training and 40 million pounds worth? They all high commission. highly motivated people who are hitting the phones and following up. Now, I'm not saying, by the way, that you should be hitting the phones and following up that way, but it is a solution. But you should definitely be following up using email. You should be following up using content. You should be following up using lives like this one that we're running. You should be following up. The sales are in the follow-up. I can't say this in any other way to make it more clearer. And actually, in my business, we're pretty dreadful at following up as well, by the way. And it's one thing in 2022, we've got a whole list of things here. Where are we? We've got a whole list of things that we want to improve upon. Where is it? I'm just trying to find it. Can't find it. There it is. So, we've got like sales and marketing, social media marketing, keeping your pipeline full, time management, relentless follow-up, handling rejection, what else? Negotiating and closing deals. These are the things that we're really focused on and we're going to drill down to for my own business this year. But the follow-up is absolutely key. But you can't follow up unless you've got somebody to follow up. And that is why you should have a sales funnel in the first place. And that brings us to the end of this one. Look, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you get enough out of that. I hope you're going to fill in the form down below. Come and speak to us. Book in a strategy call. If you want hand building up your sales and marketing funnels, we're here to help you. Got a lot of experience in doing it, as you can tell from the last 40 minutes or however long we've been going. But look, have yourselves a wicked week. We'll speak to you later on. My name's Dan Latto. Take care.